All right, guys. Now I want to do a quick recap on Hourglass difficulty progression and how it takes place. So the first thing you need to keep in mind is that Hourglasses are always going to be hidden in the Temptation deck. These are Judgment Day cards, and they signal the countdown to Judgment Day every time you find one. So they may be on your battlefield, you may draw them as an attack, or they may turn over and show up in your community sin. However they are, wherever they are, when you find one and you turn it over and now you have found an Hourglass, the game difficulty progression, if you're playing on advanced mode, will get harder. So the first Hourglass, whatever the color, doesn't matter. When you find an Hourglass, the first level of progression now increases. And that first level is that with every temptation, they all have a negative effect. Before we find any Hourglass cards, I'm not worried about this effect. It's not in play. Once we find that first card, now I need to be aware of these negative effects. Because if they have a passive ability that keeps me from playing at grace, or if they have an ability that causes an ally to lose points or do something else, I have to be aware of that when it turns over and say, hey, the first Hourglass is active. These effects are now in play. The second Hourglass, when we find it, now allows attacking temptations to add new temptations to the battlefield when they win a battle. So if I'm attacking, let's say I've got this greed over here and I have no joy. This greed is attacking my armor and it's 5 points, but my strongest card is 4. So when a temptation attacks, it targets your weakest card. Whichever card here I'm losing, let's say I'll discard the love. So greed attacks, love is discarded, but the second Hourglass is in play. And when you find them, you just kind of put them off to the side here. So the second Hourglass is in play. This is attacked. I've lost the love. Now that second Hourglass draws in a new temptation. If I had no more room, that new temptation is going to spill over to my ally. But with the second Hourglass, every battle that the tempter wins, he adds a temptation to your battlefield. The third Hourglass, up here, the third Hourglass, when it goes in play, now causes temptations to avoid your armor. So even if I have promises on the battlefield and these want to battle, if there is holes in my armor, because I have room for 6 cards, when a temptation attacks and I'm on the third Hourglass, he's not even going to fight. He's going to go through the holes in my armor and go straight to my character and try and take possession of a character trait. And then finally, the last Hourglass is the fourth one. The game difficulty ends. The game itself ends at the 4th Hourglass. If you want to play to the 5th or 6th, you can. That can sometimes give you a little bit more time if you're trying to score more points. But after the 4th one, the game is over depending on however many you are playing to. So that's the progression difficulty of Hourglass cards. First one causes all negative effects on the temptations to be in play. The second one causes temptations that win battles to draw new temptations onto the battlefield. And the third Hourglass causes temptations to avoid fighting if there is a hole in your armor, and they will go through and go to your character card directly, and any card after that will end the game. It's up to you and how many you want to play. Thanks for watching this video on Hourglass progression. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.